Hey guys, it's Pixl Plume. Welcome back to Pokemon SoulSilver episode 16. In the last episode, we made our way west of Lighthouse City and we ran to Baoba. We saved a cow and we actually got a new party member unexpectedly. Just roll with it. Cinderella. Look at that. Half our team female, half our team male. That's great. I love to see balance. Balance. I'm not gonna finish that. Balance is the key. But we also got access to Poke Seals, and I figured it'd be a good time to show off Pixl's PC. All my secret stashes are here. Alright, so let's take a look back at a throwback. Oh, look at that. Our team. Isn't that nice? It's like a trip down memory lane. We don't have two of those people, and oh, goodbye, Rocky. All these faces, we'll have them for memory, but that's not why we're here today. We're here to make ourselves a Pokeball. So we got ourselves some basic stuff from the farm girl back at home, and you can see here how they'll look when you summon them, like that. Look at that. Isn't that cute? So I like how that looks, and we're gonna give this one. The weird thing I don't like about Poke Seals is that once you have it set, it's much more tedious to switch Pokemon in and out as you please. But I'm pretty sure I'm not going to let Plumeria go. So I figured, why not? Let's just give it a seal, and it'll be stunning. So actually, why don't I just lead this episode off with Plumeria? I kind of wanted to give Zensei a bit of experience, but I don't see why not. And that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to actually move the Twisted Spoon from you to give that to dank old boy over there. You know that boy? Zensei. That's his name. And I might as well give Cinderella some charcoal if I have it. I don't? Okay. That's fine. I swear I would have gotten charcoal. Maybe not. But that's back in Azalea if I did want to get it. So, fun facts for you guys. So let's see. I know I said we're gonna go to the Lighthouse today, but I also want to explore Olivine because Olivine is just such a cool city. Like I said, it's a restaurant over here. What's up? Olivine's Cafe's menus is chock full of hearty fare for beefy sale. Ugh. Well, how's your Pokemon training coming along? Have you ever noticed in the mountains sometimes there are round boulders right in your way? You can use a move with a hidden move strength. Hikers at Mount Mortar sometimes have extra, or so I've heard. That's a throwback because this is originally where you got strength. It was kind of a random place, but I remembered it. It's important to check everything. So, he's just eating all this Japanese-style food with, like, a nice bistro kind of exterior. It's cute. I love it. I love the detail that they put into a lot of these places. So, what else is there to do? I'm pretty sure this house is pretty important because it's a fisherman. What's up? Olivine's on the sea. And if it's on the sea, there's bound to be something to catch. I fished here for 30 years. Would you like to face the? Alright, let's do it. You got ourselves a good rod. That's a good thing, actually. So you can actually catch more than just Magikarp and possibly other water types. Give him a better chance of actually catching that's not Magikarp. So that's always a bonus in my book. Here's a gym. Again, there's always a problem with the gym. Not everyone's here. Jasmine, the gym leader, she's on the Lighthouse. She's been tending to a sick Pokemon, as Dan said last episode. A strong trainer is compassionate at the same time. I love Jasmine. She's so sweet. You haven't even met her yet, but look. Cling! I'm the gym leader here. You excited? You're a little bit... There's nothing to be nervous about. Nobody's here. Oh, I guess it's a little bit afraid since Jasmine's Pokemon are pretty strong considering. She's a 6th gym leader. Chronologically. But, it's not there. It's fine. We can deal. You can actually fight her before the 5th gym leader, or even the 7th gym leader. So, you take your picks. Of course you can fight her before, but, what's going on? Why are you scaring the children? There are 4 deserted islands. Bad children taken to the islands for punishment. Jeez. My sister gave me a lot of seals. Have some. Yeah. So you just, basically, there was a shop in Sinnoh for the other Gen 4 games where you can actually buy seals every day, but since they don't have that shop, they just have a little girl that gives you them randomly daily. I don't know if that's the most efficient way, but you know what? I will take it regardless, because that's just how we do. So he's looking for a Krabby. You know, instead of fishing for one, he's a Voltorb. Billy, I'm pretty sure that's his name. The Voltorb. But we're not gonna do that. Not gonna do that today because the lighthouse is afoot. And there's an item down there, and I wanna get it, but you can't do it because one, we don't surf, and two, there are these rocky paths, which we won't get until really post-game actually. For a long time, so we don't have to worry about that for a while. The dark roads are dangerous ahead at night, but in the pitch black night, the sea is even more treacherous. Without the beacon of the lighthouse to guide her, no ship can sail. Oh man, so we're here at the Glitter Lighthouse. Are you ready for this? I'm pretty ready. In the past, Pokemon used to light the sea around Olivine at night. The lighthouse is made to pay tribute to those Pokemon. Wow, this lighthouse really has changed. In the older games, it felt a lot more bleak, somewhat terrifying in a way, so it just felt really weird coming here for the first time where it was actually more modern style. It wasn't as menacing as it was in the past, so I guess it's not necessarily a bad thing. And Jasmine, hey girl! Hey girl, hey! I guess we're done our mission today. Let me in, please. No? Well, okay. Where is Ampharos asleep? There's no bed in there! Everything about this lighthouse is wrong! I'm kidding, it's pretty okay. I don't mind. Aw, oh, man. But I did miss, like, the little room that Amphi got to sleep in. That's his name, by the way, Amphi. Ampharos. Clever, am I right? But I do miss that aspect a little bit. I wonder if there's any items in here. But, regardless, despite the exterior looks and how I feel about it, I'm ready to take on all the old men. It's certainly a lot smaller, I feel, as a lighthouse as it was in the past. But it's still cool regardless, and it's still a great place to train, so that's what we're doing today. Alfred. And this is not a good showing for Plumeria. Where's your seal? I put a seal on you. I didn't see that at all, did you? Maybe I'm blind. I know I am, but maybe I'm more blind than I thought I was. Get out of here with your uproar. Oh my god. So I can't fall asleep because of insomnia. Okay, well, we're gonna change these up now. Not insomnia, maybe insomnia, but it also has uproar. Oh my god. Get out of here. Alright, so we're gonna heal up a bit. Noctowl, it's a fully evolved form of Hoot Hoot. It's pretty menacing, but honestly, it's not like initially the strongest Pokemon in the world because its stats aren't that good. I think its best stat is probably special defense, which is really weird for a bird Pokemon considering. But not a fan. It's alright. Nothing too special about it other than that. But for Plumeria, it's gonna be certainly a challenge. But I want to see, and I didn't get to see what I wanted to see, which was the seals. I put it on, right? Maybe I put on the wrong Pokemon, but I'm pretty confident that I didn't. Okay, well, I know when it's a good time to switch, and I think now would probably be a good time to switch. Alright, Plumeria, I just want you to be flashy, and show the world your stuff, but I guess that didn't work out. Maybe I didn't position the orbs the right way. There's just so many factors. The seals, not particularly my favorite part of the game, but it's still a cool addition. I figured I might as well try it out. And the bird goes down. The bird's the word. Level 23 for Plumeria. But as you can see, Pokemon are pretty tough. Level 22. And some of our Pokemon are still in their mids. So we gotta do our best to catch up. And that's just it. We can do it. And we got our first phone number of the day. Isn't that lovely? Old man. He said lovely too. We are like kindred spirits. That's gonna be me when I'm older. That's me, Alfred. Right up there. Nah, that's not me. What if? But I'm not gonna give... Yeah, the seal is on. I don't know. Alright, well. I'll figure it out. I think the next trainer also has a Noctowl, so I'm not exactly liking that Plumeria is going to be leading off here. So I'm going to send in private. Number one best friend is private. Right up. But never mind. I thought it was another chat. Oh my god, really? Also, this lighthouse is very barren. You know, just 2 plants. Huey from Color Splash. I want a Poliwag. Look at how cute that is. More like Polyswag. Hey. That was terrible, and I apologize for that terrible line. Not really, but nah, I do. I'm just joshing with you guys. I'm silly. It's just my way. It's just my way. And Plumeria, please send out your flowers. There we go. I don't know why it didn't show up the first. Oh, I know why, because it didn't come up from Pokeball. Duh. Duh, that makes sense. It just came on the battlefield already, so it didn't get a chance to show up its flowers. Okay, well, now that makes more sense now that I think about it. Okay. Because if it was that prominent, it would have definitely shown up. So, there we go. Problem solved. Poly roll down. Dug over. We're moving on. Alright, I lose. You do. Suck it up, Buttercup. Oh my god. Freaking, it's the first floor! And we're getting all these numbers. And, you know, I'm not about that life. You know, buff sailor, sure, that's one thing, but not about counting at numbers left and right. Didn't really just say that. Ah, it's fine. It's fine, guys. Also, bird keepers. I never realized that these guys were in this playing Gen 2, really, because they're in such obscure places. Theo, like Theodore. I always thought it was like Tao, like the Vietnamese name, because my sister had a friend with that same name. I was like, is that Tao? I don't know, because first off, Tao was a girl, and this certainly is not a girl, especially with a mohawk. I don't know why bird keepers back in the day had mohawks, but sure, that's what it is. But this guy is Theo from like Alvin and the Chipmunks. You got Alfred, you know, the classy version. We haven't found Simon or whoever Simon is yet, but then we got Theodore. Look at that. I really did not care for Alvin and the Chipmunks at all. It was just like, it's a cartoon, I'll watch it. That's really how I felt about it. There's just nothing special about Alvin and the Chipmunks for me, per se. Unlike Garfield. You know, Garfield's a classic. Garfield's just a dank meme. It's fine. He likes lasagna. It's just, he likes lasagna. Alright, well, let's see. We got ourselves a level of 18. Sweet. We actually gotta move besides disable. I mean, oh, we got disable. What am I saying? I apologize. Oh my god. So these birds are all Pidgeys. You know, could you be a little bit more creative, actually? No? Well, okay. If I do decide to keep Zensei, which I highly doubt I will, I could potentially teach it Thunderbolt, and I could potentially go back to Voltor Flip to get Cinderella Flamethrower, because that would be just nightmarish for any opponent. You know, I might do that. I don't have a problem with Voltor Flip, and if anybody says I do, they're wrong. Oh man, but there we go. Down it goes. And we got Theo defeated. Alright, let's see. He said I was concerned about something, but you can't get up there. But we'll find a way. We'll surely find a way. We'll figure it out. Don't worry, guys. We got this. But Cinderella. Let's steal the show. And these people, interestingly enough, they actually have an importance later on. Not really, but both Preston. I think it's Preston. Maybe not. But because Preston sounds like a phone number we get. But I certainly know that Lass over there. She's one of Jasmine's trainers, and I know a gentleman is also one of Jasmine's trainers. It would be interesting if both these people were, but I know for a fact that, because they didn't do that back then, because back in the day, Jasmine had no trainers. I assumed like the whole fetch quest was a challenge, which I thought was pretty cool back in the day. Especially because like, you know, it's always like trainer, it's just like a straight line. No, there's nothing interesting about that, but the fact that the whole side quest would get Ampharos some medicine, that's Jasmine's challenge. I think it's a pretty smart one, I gotta say, especially back early on. I gotta keep saying back in the day. I gotta stop saying back in the day. I feel so old. But I can't escape reality. I'm very old. But there we go. We got no problems. Puppies are so cute. Oh, I just want to hug a Growl. I feel like Growl being a fire type is the perfect kind of puppy because it'd be so warm, especially during the winter. Maybe I'm just really cold because it's like, it's already starting to get like pretty chilly. We're not gonna get out so easy like we did last year as far as the weather goes, because last year it was always just such mild weather the whole year. Wintertime. It's like being in Vancouver, kind of. Maybe less rain, but still, it was nice. It was a nice winter. I'll remember that. great winter, especially Magfest. I went to. That was oh my god, get out of here. I'll cut the rest of this battle, I'll get out of here. Oh, I must train some more. You do that. Alright, so this guy does in fact go back. So Jasmine used to use rock-type Pokemon like Onix. Yeah, and this one is Last Connie. Connie and Preston, those are the gym trainers. Which Jasmine has. Ugh, I even forgot her name. I'm a terrible person. Jasmine's my favorite, how could I forget her name? It happens. I'm not too hard pressed about it, but Charmy, after dying to your Rattata, I think you need a bit of fun and action and excitement in your life. And I want that item too. So let's go, Connie. Jasmine is this city's gym leader. I intend to bring her back with me. Nobody better get in my way, because Jasmine-sama, No. What if she's like totally soon for her, you know? And for some reason she has a Meryl, and he has Growlithe. Their gym has no cohesion, which also is pretty cool if you think about if it actually had to go through that walkway. That'd be pretty sweet. I wouldn't want to just fight Magnemites all day long, because I'm pretty sure that's what they would have done otherwise. Because there weren't a lot of steel types back then, and that really did jack all. That was not good. That was not a good showing, Charmy. Come on, get it together. I guess it is 3 levels ahead of you, but still. In times like this, we metronome. Because metronoming is the coolest thing to do in the world. Alright, waggle that finger. Well, I guess we are fighting against one of Jasmine's trainers, so we might as well use a magnet, you know? Maybe that Meryl is actually a robot, and that classifies as a steel type, what if? Alright, so we're gonna stomp at its face. Yeah! You didn't like that, did you? Well, I constantly use metronome. This is a whole slew of weird battles. Oh, sweet. Shockwave! An electric one that never misses. 60 power. Special. That should do a nice amount of chip damage. Oh god, rollouts. You never actually saw this back when we were fighting Whitney, but it does power up every time you land correctly. But C-Bomb should take care of you. So no more of that nonsense. Very nice job, Charmy. That's why I love Metronome. Fantastic. My Pokemon! Oh no! Oh, you poor scrub. Anybody would be worried if their own Pokemon were hurt. I agree, especially if you, Charmy. You're so cute. Aw, you gave me the present. So I gotta miss a... Why are you playing with fire? You are ridiculous. You're a ridiculous egg. But we got Swagger over here. That's right. That's right. That's how we do it. You know what? I still want to see how this Lighthouse would look before. And we just completely fell. Well, okay. As long as Charmy didn't hurt her little butt, I'm okay. You didn't get hurt? This part was pretty cool, though. You're a little tired? I'm sorry. But why are you tired? You got a lot of your health. Oh my god. She's just probably tired of my nonsense. Let's just be real for a sec. Ugh. You look really scrunched up there. Not the most pleasant look. But still, Jasmine must be worried sick about the Pokemon here. She won't even smile these days. You want a nice smile for him? Maybe like a nice autograph or something? I don't know. Is that what you're after, Kent? From Fire Emblem? You know? Or Kent C. Koopa? We don't need a Simon, we got ourselves a Kent. That's close enough. Alright, well. Let's see how sure that does. Not too bad, you can hang in there. Why does the screen keep falling asleep so quickly? Oh my goodness. My laptop, I gotta say, probably needs a bit of maintenance. It's just been a little bit inconsistent as far as like, you know, before I had like lines across the screen, and now like the audio sometimes stutters when I'm watching stuff. With big projects coming up, I can't have time to check it out. I probably have to wait until summer, honestly, because I have Magfest right after, and then I gotta go on vacation. Now I gotta go back to school. I'm not going on vacation. School's not a vacation. You gotta work hard in school. I'm just putting that out there. He's like, don't slack off. Be a good student. Be responsible. That's my PSA of the day as we're in a lighthouse. Oh my goodness. Now we got Krabby over here. All these Krabbies. Speaking of which, that reminds me of Pokemon Go because it recently got an update. And being in class is kind of mystifying, like, not mystifying, but kind of nice to see, like, a lot of people get excited when Pokemon Go still. Especially when they come with, like, updates and stuff, like, and especially when, like, Bulbasaurs and Squirrels just show up, it's like, oh my god, I gotta go get them. Or Dratini in a sketchy park, it's like, oh my god, yes! 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 There we go, guys! We in there, boys! We got ourselves a Togetic! Woo! It's probably gonna learn Encore again. No, we got an Encore of learning Encore. I do not want to forget a move. But, Charmy, you did it! I'm so proud! Look at how cute you are! Oh, I'm sorry you're so sad and hurt, though. Oh my god, well, that's okay. We got ourselves a Togetic. Aren't you adorable? Ah! Oh my god, I'm sorry for all your ears, but I did not see that coming, especially after Charmy, you know, died to eradicate Rattata off screen. So to me, it was a bit of a shock to see you evolve so quickly, but I'm not complaining. I'm more than welcoming you to the team, you know? Gonna hang on for the long haul. I don't know if you're gonna make it to the end, but still, it means a lot that you pull through. Charmy, when we needed you most, you came. And now it's time to save Amphi from Jasmine, because being inside that box is no good. What's your newfound power? Also, your head looks like a tulip now. That's pretty good. Pretty nice, baby. Oh, right in the neck, though. You hate to see that. Ugh. I really should have gotten some water before I started this, because this route is driving me nuts. Oh god, Firo. Alright, well, we got ourselves a Bird Slayer over here. We don't have electric moves, but what we do have is sheer force and the power of General Brave Profligate, the Furret, all the jack-of-all-trade names. And we're gonna just muster our strength and go. Everything has to have like you know, like how Mach Punch is like, you know, it's like you just gotta do a motion, and this one's just like taking a big puff, and then you go, something like that, you know, Victory Punch. It's just always so nice. I don't know why I get into these attacks so much. I guess because I'm talking and doing it at the same time, you just really get invested in the plot line. The plot line. Today's plot line, we're gonna save Jasmine. That's just it. It's simple as that. I gotta say though, thinking about it, it probably was a good idea not to have like the holes in the building, because you do have the elevator now to get through, and I didn't even bother to check what's in there. But we made our way. Are you see? How much more is there of this place? This place is so long. I've made my mistakes. Oh, that was probably weird. But our sailors are both kind and strong. How about you? Well, I'm kindly gonna kick your butt because I just want to get to the top. How many floors are there? Terrell? I don't remember a trainer being called Terrell. That's just a little weird. Not really, but you know. At this point, I'm just going delirious. That's crazy. But speaking of which, I guess a little bit of side things. What I've been doing, and not grinding, is I've been obsessed with the latest Animal Crossing update. You know, I named it Harvey. And I've been addicted to like the Puzzle League, filling my encyclopedia, just doing the daily things all over again. The Animal Crossing update made me fall in love with the game all over again. And I think that's the best thing I can accomplish, because I love New Leaf to death. And it sucked because like I felt like I was too far back. But this gave me like a refresh as far as what I can do. And I did check how much my talent will be worth to sell. It's only like 22 million. It's not a lot. So, it's not a lot. What if I said that about real life? But there, from memory, we got more pictures. Alright, there we go. Here we go. Right to the top. And, so yeah, I've been getting like a lot of the items. Reddit has been very helpful. The campgrounds I love to death. And like now coupons is just like, man, oh man. This update that just keeps on giving. With more amiibo cards coming out. You know, I swore off getting amiibos ever again. But it made me buy another amiibo, a Timmy and Tommy, which is quite good, by the way, for the Puzzle League challenge, because it just, like, it clears the most blocks of any of them. So it's definitely worth your investment for that. I also recommend getting a Celeste amiibo if you are playing that challenge, because her ability doubles your score, and doubling your score to unlock cool accessories and clothes you can get from that game. It's great. So that's my 2 cents. Put some strategies down of what you love about the Animal Crossing update, I guess. I don't know why we're talking about that here, but I'm not complaining. I'll talk about what I want. We're gonna keep things fun and fresh, especially with the Animal Crossing and the nice seals. That's not a lot going on this light. I'm so glad I came to this lighthouse before we fought against Morty, which, by the way, we're gonna kick his butt next episode. I'm feeling pumped. We got 2 new teammates in the span of 2 episodes. That's pretty fantastic, and I'm ready to kick Morty's butt, so we can actually do some fun, dank things. You guys ready for that? I'm pretty stoked for that, because I'm pretty sure we're gonna reach the top soon. Even though I thought the last floor was supposed to be the top. But there we go. Plume is level 24, and let's just move on. We are done. Oh, there's an item there. I want it. I don't know, I was scuttering all over the place, like, I'm like Zoidberg. Just running all over the place, but there we go. Here's the top. Hello, Ampharos! It's Brittany Slight. That just looks weird. I don't know. Are you okay? Seems happy I found something. Well, this Pokemon always kept the sea lit at night, but it suddenly got sick. It's gasping for air. I understand there's a wonderful pharmacy in Cyanwood, but it's across the sea, and I can't leave Amphi unattended. Well, okay. Okay, what? Nah, but why did she just ask me that before? It just seems like such a weird transition. Just for her to open the door and just, that's it. May I ask you to some medicine for me, please? Okay, well, I guess that's what we're gonna do. And we already saw the escalator go, so in the next episode, we're not going across the ocean because we can't. We're gonna go back to Ecruteak and kick Morty's butt once and for all. This has been Pixl Plume, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Be prepared. Bye.